I will recap my week of delivered deliveries. It started last weekend. 2 days, I accepted a last-minute offer. I took a couple of screen recordings and I took a handful of pictures. I'm going to share them with you and discuss them with you. And I'm also going to discuss pay. That'll be good. Stay tuned. Last Sunday, I accepted a last-minute order, and I picked it up in Montauk from Smash Burgers, and I delivered it down the street to a home that I've delivered to before, and on top of the base pay and the tip on the app, they gave me an additional $20. In this video, I didn't have the sound on, but what I'm showing you here is I needed to analyze the situation before I headed upstairs because they didn't have a rolling table, which I'm learning many of these doctors' offices, this isn't the new Hyde Park area. It's just buildings and buildings and buildings of medical facilities. They should have rolling tables because this is normal. This is every day for them. I was showing how large this guac order was. I was really taken back by it. It was almost almost $800. And I'm showing you how my car was stuffed and how I situated it, that I did my best to keep everything level because things did come into play. I'll stay tuned. So after many trips, they even helped me unpack it. A lady came in the back to give me a hand. It was a lot of food, but I got it up there, and good thing I got a spot right in front at the front door. And my first trip up there, I have my little rolly cart, and that's perfect for all those sodas, waters, and iced teas. And then I let them know I'm going to be at least, I think I made 3 more trips. Next office, another day, same area. These people were great. They were so appreciative, helpful. Another large order. However, the walk was much closer. They helped me. This was another big order. I had large orders this week. I'm getting to the biggest one in a moment. But do you see how that leaked? I had that box in a plastic bag. And you see how I placed the paper towels on the table before I took the tin out, just to prevent it from getting more sticky and dirty. It don't need to get sticky and dirty. And then I fold up the box, and they have huge garbage pails, most of these places. When I pulled up to this place, they were like, we have to find you a table. They couldn't find it at first, and they did. And thank God they did, because this was a heavy load. This was $920 worth of food. And once I got it on the rolly table, I rolled it right in. And it was a long walk, but no problem. I would have made 7 or 8 trips and placed a bag on top of my little rolly cart and made 7 or 8 trips to get this food in there. When they realized how much food I had, they went searching for a cart. They were very helpful too, and so appreciative of all the quality food they got. This order was for $920.40. This was a last-minute offer on a Friday morning. They rang me like 8:30 in the morning. And I took it, not the highest payout, but the pickup was in New Hyde Park, and the delivery was in New Hyde Park. I'm getting used to the back end of the delivered app. This was my week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tuesday, I earned $32.96, and a couple of dollars was added to that. Wednesday was $60. Thursday was $32.14, and today was $35.84. And these were the times. They were all late morning, because these places, they start working early. So by 12:30, they're hungry. It's lunchtime. Anything later than that, it's not lunch anymore. For people who are up at, 5 o'clock in the morning every day. If you want to see if delivered is in your area, here is the app. That's what it looks like. And if you do a search in a browser, it's delivered, dlivrd.io. And then you go /drive. You can go to dlivrd.io /drive and take it from there, because then you can see if this gig opportunity is available in your area. The order I completed today was $920. And that was a really big order. When I walked in, they were like, this is a lot of food. I'm like, okay. And then they sensed, oh, this girl got it going on. Nice bags you have. These are great. And I was like, yeah. And I also used my Grubhub bags. Did you see? Because I had 2 pizzas. And in the other smaller bag, there were 3 rectangular boxes, like grandma pies. They're not perfectly round in a square box, you know. They felt me out like, oh, she got this. But when I got there, I feel this is just one of the many areas. In New Hyde Park, where I've been delivering to, they send me to the saturated area of doctor's office buildings. It's all medical facilities inside. And I feel if you're getting lunch, they all tell me the same thing. We do this almost every day. Then you should have a cart for your drivers. It don't lie all on the driver. Like yesterday, was that a pop-up one? Well, it don't matter. When I got there was a gentleman in front of me, definitely older than me. He was, if I'm taking a guess, late 60s, early 70s. And he was delivering food, and I saw him come out with a cart. He didn't even make a trip up like with a light bag. Usually, I'll use my cart, and I'll put the drinks in if there's any drinks. If not, I grab a light bag, I introduce myself, I see where the lunchroom is first, and then I go get the heavy stuff. And I ask, do you have a rolling table? Because that one yesterday, they didn't have a table. How can you not have a rolling table in a building this size? And you tell me you do this all the time? You know, they assumed I was working for the guac shop. That guac order was just under $800. Now, for a guac shop order, that's a lot of food, and heavy food. And I put the boxes in a plastic bag, and if I can recycle them a few times, I put them back in the box in my car. Sometimes people just rip them. They don't really listen to you. I go, oh, I tied that in a bow so I could save it. They go, oh, it's just plastic, and they rip it. What are you going to do? You got to work around people. But if I could recycle something and use it a few times and keep it in my trunk and keep it in a box, it does come in handy because, as you can see in that one picture, there was leakage. And at that order, the woman was like, thank you so much. Not many people care that much. And I was like, well, can I have a handful of napkins? I know when I take this out, the bottom's going to be all sticky and gross. So let me place those tins on top of I open up like 5 or 6 napkins so it don't go all over the table, because then that gets hard quickly. And once it dries, they really have to clean that then. And once they put those tins, they go like that. It's done. You know, that's just stuff that you learn as you go along delivering food. Now, these were big orders. You know, the one today, I feel should have paid a little more. I know it was last minute. I know they said $20. Usually they say 10. I know it was in the same town, but almost $1,000 order and your base pay is $20. We're a third party to ezcater. We're an extension. Now, I don't know if Delivered got that directly input-output.io. That's their future business model. They don't want to rely on, I guess you could say, leftovers from ezcater. You know, ezcater reaches out to Delivered when they don't have enough drivers. Delivered drivers are like an extra backup to ezcater. Do you hear me? We're like a third party. We're like a fourth party. So I wanted to share that. That was my week. Check it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Bye for now.